everyone, so today's video is going to be on this look. I'm using the Morphe palette and it is so pretty and purpley and just gorgeous. This is the 35P palette, and if you want to see how to get this look, then just keep on watching. Alright, so we're going to get started by pinning our hair back, of course, and getting all this hair out of my face. Then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my Urban Decay Prep Spray and make sure that I'm all nice and misted. Then I'm going in with the Makeup Forever One Step Correct for red skin, and it actually is a green tint that is going to kind of calm down my skin and get it ready for my foundation and give me a perfect canvas. So we're gonna go ahead and just get into it. But first I'm gonna start with my eyes. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep with this MAC concealer. This is a prolonged wear concealer, and I'm just gonna put this all over. It's going to even out any veininess or discoloration I have on my eyelids, and I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of blend that out a little bit with my fingers. Then I'm going in with this really beautiful kind of cream shade, and it's gonna be so nice because it's gonna mattify everything we just did with the concealer and just kind of give it a nice transition for the next color I'm gonna go in with, which is this color here, and it's more like Saddle from MAC, I believe, and it's got a little bit more density to it. It's gonna deepen that crease and give it a little bit more depth. So I'm gonna go ahead and just really work this on the outside, and then, you know, as the product kind of blows out, then I'm gonna go ahead and move it into the inner corner of my eye. I'm going in with this color, which is a beautiful purpley shade with a more precise brush, and this one's from Morphe. And again, I'm working on the outside 2/3 of my eye, and I'm gonna just work in and kind of blow that out, but I don't wanna take it too high. I keep it quite low when I'm doing this. So because the last shade was more of an ash tone, I wanted to go in with a little bit warmer tone, and this is a little bit more of a pinky undertone as well. The last one was a little bit more plum, and again, I'm going in with a nice precision brush and really working the outer corners of my eye, and I'm going in with my fluffy brush, my trusty fluffy brush from Smashbox, and going in and making sure there's no hard lines and blowing out those edges just to make sure it is nice and, you know, smoky. So I'm going in with this beautiful shimmer shade, and it's kind of a purple pink shimmer shade that I absolutely have fallen in love with. And I'm going in with a flat shader brush from Sigma and packing that on the inner corner. I'm going to go over everything that I went a little too far on the eye and just kind of blend that out, and again going in with my fluffy brush with no additional product and blowing this out. I think it's really important because I go back about 2 to 3 times to do this to make sure that the intensity is there, but when it comes together it looks beautiful. So I'm going to go in and do the under brow highlight and the inner corner highlight, and again I'm going in with this purpley shade and just making sure that I am blowing it out with this pencil brush and putting it on the lower lash line to give it a little bit more cohesiveness. It's really pretty, so I went ahead and did that before my foundation, which now I look back and think that I should do it with my foundation first, but you know, you always look back and it's hindsight is 20/20, so whatever. So now I'm going in and I'm just going to be doing my brows. I'm kind of skimming through this because I just did a beginner's brow tutorial, which I will link in the down bar below for you guys. It's really simple and it's very easy to kind of follow along, but I wanted to speed through that and get to the more interesting parts of this tutorial. So what I'm doing is going ahead and just filling in those brows and making sure that everything's all nice and laid down. Then I'm going to go through with the Fabuliner. This is a Jordana liquid liner. It's kind of like Trooper from Kat Von D, and we are going to go ahead and just do some wing liner. So I'm going to kind of cut back and you will see the liner is done, and now I'm going to go ahead and just apply some false lashes so that you can see that. Then I'll go ahead and zoom you out and we'll do some foundation. I'm using the Makeup Forever HD stick today, and I've been liking this, but it does have a weird smell. I'm not sure how I feel about it. It does dissipate, but the product itself is a little stinky. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just blend this out with my e.l.f. selfie brush. I think that's what it's called. I've been really liking this brush lately. I feel like it leaves my skin super airbrushed. So I'm gonna be using this, and then we are gonna finish the rest of the face. As as always, I'm going in with my concealer, which is the Naked Skin in light neutral. I'll be doing a triangle shape and blending that out with my Morphe brush, and from there I will be setting down everything with the Kat Von D palette. I believe it's going to be the banana powder or the yellow powder that's in the palette underneath my eyes, and then using a regular setting powder for the rest of my face. Again, I'm using the same Morphe brush to go ahead and set this down. I think it's, you know, not a big deal if you use the same brush. I clean them every time anyway, so I just went ahead and used it again underneath my eyes. And I'm using this Makeup Forever, I think it's like an HD powder, and I'm gonna go ahead and set the rest of my face with this e.l.f. brush. It's like a powder flat top kabuki brush, which I am in love with, and I wouldn't know what to do with my life without it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm gonna contour with Hoola bronzer that I depotted a million years ago, and it ended up in this little palette here. After I'm done chiseling out the hollows of my cheeks and the temples, I'm gonna go in with this tester blush that I received from Makeup Revolution. I think I did this in my haul like a year and a half ago, and it ended up in this palette, and I like it, and it's really, really pigmented, so a little goes a long way, so just be careful. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take this new Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter, and this is in Sin. I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the, the tops of my cheeks and give myself a little bit of a highlight. You guys know the drill. It's gonna go down the nose and the Cupid's bow, the tip of the chin, same old, same old. Then I'm gonna go ahead and set all of this with the Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and that's gonna leave everything really nice and just dewy without having a super cakey face, which I hate. And then I'm gonna go in with the NYX, I believe it was a jumbo pencil. It was Simply Pink. I'm not sure what the name is. I'll link it down below for you guys. And then I figured it was way too pink, so I wanted to take down the color just a touch, and I'm using the NARS chubby pencil in Lord knows what color. And again, I'll link that down below for you guys. So I'm totally epically failing at this, dub over thing. Anyways, I'm gonna go in and do my hair with this Costella Tools Perfector. I really am loving this, and it gives my hair such a great shine, and it just kind of cleans up those ends and makes sure that everything has now been, pressed out without overdoing it with a flat iron, and it's not really kind of giving me pin straight hair. What it's doing is kind of giving me more volume and just, giving those ends just a quick little curl without having to overdo it. So I'm gonna go through and just do this to my whole head. Any way that you want to do this is fine. I'm just doing this so that I can get a nice clean canvas for my little bump that I'm gonna do with this hair here. I'm gonna use 3 bobby pins and just plug those right in there and give myself a little bit of that snooky bump that everybody loves so much. And I'm gonna play with it just a little bit, and I am all done. I hope you guys like this. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't already for more tutorials and more videos. I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much again for watching, and I love you. Bye. And then there was this guy.